This Ultimate Fight event contains full contact action, graphic imagery, and blood that may not be suitable for some viewers.
Big Contracting, Lumber, Slumberland, Furniture, Daisy Dukes, home of the after party. All 50-50 proceeds will be, well, not all, 50-50 proceeds will be going toward Tiffany Molina?
Molina.
Let me look it up.
Like 6 different pronunciations right there.
Tiffany, going to Tiffany's Medical Defenses. Please stay seated during the fight so everyone can see the action. Please be responsible and do not drive if you've been drinking.
Oh, does that mean me? What?
Molina.
Don't drive if you're drinking, Smith.
Tiffany Molina.
The only other one I heard was Image Drywall, not Imagine.
Oh, not Imagine? Image
Yeah, it's French, Will. Image.
I'm gonna say Imagine Dragons now.
You guys, the head of security is here. His name's Tony out in the lobby. So if he needs you,
Image
don't
Drywall.
know what to do, go find Tony. Tony, Mike. Tony, Mike.
How's the reboot going over there?
We had a couple Tonys and a couple Mikes. He showed up, so now he's Tony, Mike.
Perfect.
It works. I'm just gonna go change my clothes. I'll be right back.
Still rebooting? Oh. Okay. Oh no, I'm right. I'm sorry. I was just going in time. So go ahead and do the second one. Yep.
Ariel! Beck! And her opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 125.8 pounds, fighting out of the grindhouse right here in Billings, Montana, Ireland Bombshell Moran! Your referee for this contest is Garrett Stewart.
We're here for another Grindhouse Fight Force Gala event, with our first fight being a pro grappling match. Means no punches or kicks, just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Grab your position you want to work from.
Our two fighters are Ireland Moran in the tie-dye spats and Ariel Beck in the black spats. Ariel out of Butte, Montana. Ireland here from Billings, Montana.
Being from Billings is a change with Grindhouse, and they have some really good black belts there, so I expect her grappling to be on point tonight.
Yeah, Grindhouse has some really killer BJJ fighters. Ireland is I think a high-level blue belt, might be a purple belt. I don't know what Ariel's Ariel's
Ariel doesn't have a particular belt that she trains out of Streets of Butte when they don't really have. any
don't
sort
have
of
a belt system there.
No,
She's
more of a
obviously
fight
still a
fan.
high level. I
Yes,
mean,
good
a
grappler.
pro MMA fighter. She just had a recent one in. Did she fight for Invicta?
Yes, in Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah. That was a good fight. I saw that one. Ariel's very tough.
And this is a good thing for her, especially locally, is she needs to work on her grappling anyway, and I think this is a good start for her to do that.
Yeah,
She's been training a
and
lot with Shay
you know,
O'Neal out of Bozeman.
yeah, he's also has a pro grappling match later on this evening with another tough grindhouse fighter, Mikey
Yes.
Zindler. That should be a good match too.
Very
Shay
excited
O'Neal,
about
very tough kid.
Here we go.
If you folks out there watching on pay-per-view, you know, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on right now, but there is, obviously. It's you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty much a human chess game.
Yes, indeed. So Ariel's trying to look to pass guard here, while Ireland is trying to set up certain maneuvers here. She's just trying to set up a rubber guard first, and now she's going to change it, controlling her posture, and going to try to swivel her hips to get something done.
Yeah, so get a better position. Maybe look for a sweep or, you know, throw up a submission.
Look at wrist, too. Look at wrist.
Ariel, you know, Ireland's trying to control Ariel's posture. You know, break her down. Ooh, Ireland locked up a Kimura.
Ariel smart, put her against the cage so she couldn't turn her hips.
He's gonna make a bigger movement now. Be ready to swing on it. Look down. Miss.
I wouldn't be surprised if the referee stands him up at some point either, if she's just holding for too long.
Yeah, not a lot of action going on, not really threatening with anything.
So here's Ireland attempting to turn her hips again. Ariel posturing up. She's trying to break those legs in order to get past that guard, though. And there's Ireland grabbing a type of rubber guard again.
Pull it across. Use your body. Bring your whole body this way. Grab that elbow across.
Ariel very smart, keeping the arms in, you know, close to her body. You don't want your arms out there. It's a good way to get one snatched.
That's right. We call them T-Rex arms.
Yeah. Nice and tight. Keep them in.
Turn down your grip right now. Undergrip that wrist. There you go. Slide.
She's got to explode more when she decides to go. She needs to go more. See, I'm surprised the ref hasn't stepped him back up because it's sitting in the guard for this long.
Yeah, and Ariel doesn't really look like
She's not even trying to attempt to pass.
Yeah, just kind of happy in where she's at right now. Maybe she's got a plan, you know.
She's got to break. She's got to posture up, though. She's trying to trap an arm behind the back.
Yeah.
That's difficult.
Trying to control one arm. Ariel pushing Ireland back down to the mat.
Now Ireland's ready to. Again, she needs to commit more to turning those hips and attacking an arm.
Now a little more movement there on the bottom from Ireland would be good. Ariel looks like she's not look like she's in a big hurry to pass the guard, but she looks like she's keeping some good pressure on her.
Here's the time to pass. When she breaks those legs.
Yeah, as soon as those ankles come apart, you got to go.
You have to go. She's got to get her wrist back. See, Ireland's trying to control her wrist. If she can get underneath that arm, she's going to try to pass and take her back. She's going to try to come out the back door and go and take her back. Ariel smart and stands up.
Ariel backs away, stands up.
Sometimes you just need to start over to get further.
It's kind of like a reset.
Yes, exactly.
No, neither one was getting anywhere where they were at, so Ariel backed up and gonna try something new maybe.
Ariel's being really smart here. She's usually a very aggressive fighter, and I think she's learning now to take her time more. Because in grappling, you can't always be the aggressor. You'll fall into a trap.
Yeah, you over aggressive in jiu-jitsu, you're gonna get something ripped off or put to sleep real fast. Yeah, Ariel said Ariel is real staying calm, relaxed, kind of taking her time.
And she's left-handed, as you can see her that in her stance. So that puts that foot close, both of their feet. So those single leg takedowns are a lot easier to do in those positions.
Both of them right now looking for a takedown.
See, if I were, I'd try to push her against the cage here so that you can attempt to work from there. Yeah, there you go. Now her movement is stifled
can't back
sufficiently.
away, can't, yeah.
She needs to use that underhook and turn her. She goes for a big trip and falls herself.
Ariel tried to sweep, but Ireland countered her.
Yes, countered her and put her on her back. Here's Ireland being very aggressive. She's passing guard right into side control. Here, Ariel needs to get an underhook and bump to try to make some space. There she goes and spins out the back. Ireland's quick and keeps the side control.
Got it, nice.
Nice. She's up
Very
again.
good. Ariel fought her way out of that. Was very good. Ireland was all over her. Ariel stayed calm, do what she needed to do, and got back up.
Very difficult to submit Ariel. I've seen her in a lot of fights, and she's just tough. She's
Yes,
not gonna stop.
You're gonna have
She
to.
tries to pull guard, tried for that guillotine. It's too loose. She's gonna have to give that up.
This jiu-jitsu fight here is one 10-minute round. So everybody out there that didn't know that. And
there's Ariel taking the back. She's gonna try to pull her back now, and she does. She does not have control of the body though, so Ariel's able to turn.
Ireland couldn't get her hooks in to
Again, she's on the back.
what Ireland wants to do here is throw her hooks in so Ariel can't spin away or. Nice.
Good scramble.
Ariel is a gamer. Ariel is a gamer.
It's a much different environment for her because she's used to fighting and throwing punches in order to pass guard.
Yeah. It's it's a lot easier to pass somebody's guard when you're punching them in the face. They're more apt to let you pass, so they'll stop getting punched in the face. So
Ireland has a lot more experience of pure grappling coming from Grindhouse, working with the likes of Will and other black belts there.
Yeah. 10 seconds left in the fight.
Ireland pulls guard again, and that's the end of that round. That's an incredibly tiring event. Grappling for 10 minutes straight.
10 minutes straight, yeah.
Incredibly difficult.
Going at that fast of a pace.
So now the rules for a grappling match of this sort is if there's no submission there, so there's no winner. Now they're going to go into an overtime.
You know, they all do it different ways. It seems right now that the ref is talking with some of the judges. They might have an overtime period, or I think what they're going to do is flip a coin, and somebody gets put in a arm bar, or and they kind of go back and forth until one can get out of it, or if one gets caught, kind of like a sudden death in football or something like that.
There's got to be a winner. This is a professional match. There's no draws in this.
Per pro grappling rules, we're now going to go into an overtime
somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose.
So Ariel won the coin toss, and she chose to be put for Ireland to be put in a rear naked choke scenario.
And I think Ireland has a
All
certain.
right, so everybody knows what's going on in pro grappling. This is EBI rules. You're going to go through a set of 3 overtimes based on escaping a chosen position by a coin flip. It'll be either end by a submission. If it happens in a round, the other person can't submit, the fight will be over. Or we'll continue the next over round until it's a submission, or we hit the third one, and it'll be a cumulative time for the win.
So we'll just explain the overtime rules to the people here in attendance, and we do 3 overtime rounds of escaping or submitting in these bad positions to determine a winner.
Yes. And I did not catch, did you see how much time they have in this position? Is it a minute? I'm not sure what the time is.
I did not catch that. So that should just stop. So that was an escape. So they're going to stop. So basically, that's a point for Ireland because she was able to escape that position.
Yeah.
And now they're going to switch.
Now they switch. Yep. Crowd got a little excited. I think they think Ireland won.
Yes. This is new to the MMA world of this professional grappling. Eddie Bravo started this, and I think we're going to, Fight Force is trying to see if it'll catch on. It's caught on really well for Eddie Bravo and his company, so hopefully people will start to
EBI,
appreciate. Yes.
The EBI, yeah, and then there's some other ones out there. I can't remember the name of them, but it just appeared jiu-jitsu is coming on,
Absolutely.
Catching on.
So Ariel's going to want to turn here, but now Ireland gave up the choke and is going to try to switch to an armbar, and Ariel's up, and that's that. Point to Ariel, and now I guess we go to one more round. Best of 3 for escapes.
Looked like Ireland was going to try to throw up an armbar there.
It did. All right, Ariel was just able to stand up quick.
And, fighting for, probably 12 minutes now. They're sweaty, slippery. It's going to be hard to catch
It's
something.
going to be very difficult to catch somebody in this position. So here's Ariel trying to work the choke. She's got her hooks in good. Ireland's going to try to turn as hard as she can and turn into her to
get in her guard, and so she doesn't have her back.
So now Ariel's going to need to get her hips behind Ireland or pull her back on top of her in order to keep this position.
Yeah.
There she goes. It's getting close. I can't see from my position if that arm is under or not. It looks like it's underneath the chin, and so now she's gonna have to squeeze now. Oh. She's gonna have to follow her. She's gonna have to gig underneath. She's not quite underneath the jaw there yet. As you see there, she's gonna pull on that forehead or on that nose to try to get her head to pop up higher.
Get her chin to go up so she can get that arm under there and get that choke.
She's only got a limited amount of time to try to finish this. She's gonna want to pull her back on so that she has more room to manipulate her body. Staying in that position, Ireland's can wait her out.
Yeah, and their muscles are burning and dead tired.
This is a very difficult thing to do to grapple for this long. So that will be the end of that. Ireland was able to escape twice, and so she will win this grappling match. Oh, I am wrong. So they're going to go and tell a submission, it sounds like. It's not going to be a best escape. I must have misunderstood that.
I thought there was only 3 of them.
That's what I thought as well. So again, we're going to start in this same situation. So now Ireland's going to, Oh, and so now that was the escape. Ireland was trying to move and get to the armbar situation again, and Ariel was able to turn into it. These ladies are getting tired.
Yeah, they're going on 10, 13, 15, 14 minutes now of straight fighting.
And trying to defend these submissions off like this is incredibly tiring in and of itself.
Yes, yes. And I'm surprised I haven't seen either one of them try a body lock just to get that extra control. You know, I think it'd take a little less energy than trying to keep your hooks in with the body lock, than a body lock.
Yeah, and it would also stop them from turning in as easy.
Yeah, and
so
it
give you more time to get that choke.
Makes it a little harder for them to breathe too. But they're the ones fighting, not me.
It's easier for us to say it.
Yeah.
So again, Ariel is trying to work her arm underneath the chin of Ireland. You see how Ireland's turning into her arm? She's going to be able to get out of this. Ariel should really pull her back onto her right hip so that she's able to pull her. Right now, it's just on her chin.
It's
so
very
there's pressure, but it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, not gonna make her tap, but very uncomfortable.
There. At some point, she might want to consider switching to an armbar. I'm not sure what the referee saw there. That was not an escape. I guess the referee decided that was enough of an escape to restart them.
Oh, an escape, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I would disagree with that, but.
Stay with it for the turn. You know what I'm talking about.
So now, Ireland has decided to, instead of attempting a rear naked submission, she decided to change to an arm bar. Yes. This is much more difficult to this is much more difficult to get out of right here.
And with Ariel trying rear naked choke after rear naked choke,
Ariel needs to get it. She needs to stack her, put all of the pressure on her head, because Ireland wants to extend her body. So you see Ariel's putting her right knee onto Ireland in order to keep pressure there.
Do we have a winner?
Again, I wouldn't have considered that she didn't get to her guard, so I don't really understand how that's an escape. But.
Yeah. Our referee being none other than Jared Stewart. If anybody's ever heard of the Jared Stewart band, big here in Montana. Also a four-stripe brown belt from the trains out of the grindhouse. I'm kind of surprised to see who they call the winner here.
Yeah, this is the first time I've witnessed the professional grappling in a scenario like this. I'm not really sure how that was supposed to work out.
I think I would have just let them go till one of them tapped.
Absolutely, then you know a winner. Eventually, they're going to get tired enough and stop fighting it.
Yeah.
Bout number one. Great job by both these ladies. Your winner by escape time, fighting out of the blue corner, Ariel.
That's how they came up with the winner. Ariel escaped all the positions in less time than Ireland did.
Yes. And that was our announcer, Cal Clark, giving us